Hey guys, I'm Kody Gamer and welcome back to No Man's Sky. Again, audio messed up when we ended up doing an hour and a half recording. So this is us commentating over that so you guys can at least see the progress that we got. Because we definitely got some interesting stuff this episode. I know I cut it down to being able to see. I think we've seen a couple monoliths. Or maybe I took that out and we're just going to end up telling you guys about it. But as always, hopefully, Kody is here.
I don't have a name yet, so I'm just Kody. But yes, we are on our second world now. We needed, what was it, our thrusters?
No, it's our hyperdrive.
Our hyperdrive. So this is what we're going for right now.
Yes, we're going to get our blueprints for our hyperdrive. And there's something that I kind of wanted to leave it in, but it would have... I wish the audio didn't mess up, because it would have been funnier with the audio that we had from it. Because that base we're heading to, you're about to see it in a second, or actually no. We end up going to another base. That's what this is. When you see the next base, I'll end up telling you why it pissed us off. But it was interesting, to say the least.
Yes, because I played through both of these videos. Ronnie just commented.
And it was so funny too.
More of an ass than a nice person.
I'm so upset that the audio got messed up.
It was a tough time just trying to talk to the guy.
Oh yeah.
Just because it is randomly generated, some things are not as easy.
Yep.
I also brought up the thing like Minecraft. Some buildings get cut in half. Some things look really weird. Sometimes there's a giant penis on your world. You never know.
No, that's just us. We're the giant dicks walking around destroying everything.
Yeah, maybe we just made the penis. Yeah. But anyways.
Yeah, so like we were saying in the last one, because we did end up recording this right after that one because we wanted to keep it going, because it was the first time we ever opened up the game. I had watched people play it, but it's the first time Kody had ever played it. I've actually opened up the game. But we were talking about how we couldn't figure out how to get our antimatter after we end up getting the blueprints. When we end up ending in the space station, that circle of that base is still there. So I think we need to go back to that in the third episode, and we'll be able to find either blueprints, hopefully blueprints. I'd rather have blueprints than have someone give us the antimatter.
I feel like someone's going to sell it, because you only need one.
Yeah, but you need one every time you want a cell for your hyperdrive.
That is true.
And you need a cell for your hyperdrive every time you want to go to another star system. So like, once we use it once, we need to get another antimatter. So I think there's blueprints, but I think when it's randomly generated, you don't get, you randomly get the short end of the stick, I guess you'd say, and they'd only sell it to you for the first part, and you'd have to find the blueprints, where the other people have the good luck and end up just getting blueprints for it, and they can make as many as they want. But right now we left that place fueling our thrusters after realizing to not spend our thamium and plutonium, Kody.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I just saw it, so I clicked it.
I would say it would have been better, again, if we still had our audio, because we had some good, funny moments.
Yes. But here we are flying to this very ignorant base. Where this guy was in the water. I don't know how he wasn't drowning. I don't get it.
Well, he does kind of look like he's a fish person.
I don't know. It looks kind of like a lizard to me. But he was kind of a douche, and he had kind of hid in the water. So
yeah, so maybe he has some sort of gills or something. But yeah, we end up going down. Cannot get close enough to the guy to actually activate with him. I ended up thinking, oh, we're probably only there 5 minutes, so we're still a pain in the ass. We were there for 15 minutes.
Yes.
trying to get him to do it because we kept losing oxygen, had to come up, go down, get oxygen, just do it constantly until we were able to figure it out.
Yes.
So this is after the 15 minutes, finally got him to talk to us.
You literally had to sit on his face, and you still couldn't get it.
Yeah, I basically sat on his face and humped his brains out, kept pushing forward.
Yes.
And finally got it. So I guess he needed a little Asian persuasion.
Little happy time with egg roll in the ending. But another tip when you're in the water, when you float up to the surface, you sink, you don't stay floating. So you do have to like jetpack into the air to get, I guess, breath.
Yeah, so that's basically all we did on this planet. So we're heading to the space station now because we got the plans from him for the hyperdrive. And now we're going to go sell a bunch of shit and buy one of the key elements we need, which is extremely expensive. I think it's like 40 grand.
Yeah, it's about $40,000.
To be, units, as the game would say.
Yes.
To be able to buy it, and so we literally sell every single piece of ore we have because we're like, yeah, we'll be able to find it later.
Yes. Since we are kind of like children, another guy flew in here with a ship. We were all over that, like...
Yeah, we were all over it for 5 minutes.
It was like candy.
That's why I just cut from him facing one direction to the other direction.
Yeah, there's the ship. We were like, holy shit,
came in.
We have to have that. But it was too expensive, so we just kept the standard ship.
And I ended up counting the storage spaces. It only has 15, just like ours. So it actually would have been a waste of money. Another thing, because I'm hoping that when we end up doing the 3rd episode, that my computer doesn't go to sleep, because my recording software, when it's open, doesn't constantly keep it. It does with my laptop, with my desktop it doesn't, and it causes little glitches. So even if I wanted to show us with that space station, with the spaceship, I would have had to cut it out because it was glitching around, cut out the sound, and I was really annoyed with it. And so when we end up recording, I ended up setting my sleep settings to never, screensaver settings to after 2 hours of inactivity. So hopefully, just in the middle of us recording, if it's been like 45 minutes, I'll just move my mouse a little bit.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll work perfectly. I believe you are able to get upgrades for that backpack too. So we can have a bigger bag.
Yes.
Bigger bag.
I mean, we should be able to get a bigger backpack. We have not gotten that far to see a bigger backpack. You will probably see later in the episode we do find a different mining laser.
Yeah, I believe.
But you'll have to see it.
I was gonna say,
Pretty badass.
I think I left that in, but while we're just selling the stuff, and before we get to it, because I did cut a bunch out, we did find a shit ton of monoliths because there's these little like BB-8 looking motherfuckers on the ground with a red laser coming out at the top, and you can put a bypass chip in it that you create, and it'll actually like transmit, oh, this is over here, and you can go and see it. And so we got a good amount of words. We now know in Gek, we know the word Gek, give, friend, docking,
yeah. I don't know.
And spawn.
Giving, I don't know, something. We found, like, it kind of looked like mini Chinatown. That
It really was. Like, it looked like
destroyed.
mini Hiroshima.
Yeah.
That's what it looked
It was
like.
like a little tiny Chinatown, and there was about 3 stones with 3 different words. So that was pretty cool.
So we just bought the, I think it was dynamic resonator or something like that.
I think so.
That and Heridium, I believe, are the 2 things we needed to make our hyperdrive.
And we're still on that quest.
So we're heading back to our main planet. We renamed it Blam because that's an inside joke we've had for years.
Yes.
And so we decided just to do it, be funny to us. Might not be funny to other people. So we generally don't tell the story. I mean, granted, if you guys want to hear the story, we'll tell you. But until we actually get the request coming from like 5 bajillion people. So basically it'll never happen.
It's pretty funny. But yes.
It's pretty funny, but it's also pretty bad at the same time. So this is the station where we find, I think, our gun. Because we talk to this dude, we give him something, and I believe we learn friend from him.
Okay.
As you can see in the text, the only words we know that he is saying is Gek, and he said it twice.
And we don't even know what Gek means, so I don't know how that was a help at all. So we just gave him 10 iron.
I think someone needs to tell him that Gek is an alien race.
Oh.
Those things are Gek.
Oh, whatever.
That's why he keeps saying we learned the Gek word for give.
Well, I know, but
Gek.
So Gek is... So what does Gek mean of Gek? If Gek...
They're saying their name. It's like you saying you're a human. Like or saying English.
English?
English, the word for English is English. Like it's a word in that they'd end up saying. They could probably be like, oh, we're the Gek race, or I'm part of the 5th generation of Gek. But yes, that is our gun. We open it and compare. I believe it was 40,000 units. So again, had to sell a lot of our stuff.
Yeah.
But that can have a capacity of 10. Ours can only have 6.
Yes.
And it already has 8. I can count.
As you see on our gun, there was a little Sapphire.
A Sapphire. That was the cannon we were talking about.
That was the cannon where you can blow holes in the ground. Or if you're in a cave and you can't get out, you blow a hole in the cave. You just don't give a shit.
Yeah. That is one thing that we will end up doing. Like, we have the technology for that. Like, it didn't come on our gun. We have the technology to build it. So, in the 3rd episode,
we will beef that gun up.
Oh yeah, we will beef the shit out of it. Like, we'll add the explosion. We'll add
the higher range for the radar.
Yeah, higher range for the radar. I believe we have the better cooling for our mining laser.
Yeah.
And I think there might be a stronger beam that we can add to it, because we've got...
What
we have upgrades now is 5. 2 of the 3 we just talked about are already on there. The scanner's on there. The mining laser's on there. So we just need the upgrade of the scanner, the analyzer, I believe is what the other one's called.
Yep.
And the gun. So then that'll just take up 3 spots, so we can add 2 more, which will be pretty nice.
So we are at this base. We were gonna stop the video, but like ourselves, we saw a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, we saw... Actually, no, I think on this... It might have been before we found all the monoliths.
Yeah.
Or was it after?
I don't know. We found a crash.
Yeah, we found a crash
another ship that we could have
taken, but it had the same storage, and we had to repair everything again.
Everything was broken.
It wasn't worth it. We did end up getting technology from it.
Yes, we did get technology. What else did we do? You know, all kinds of shit. There's so much stuff to do.
There is, and you get sidetracked so easily. Like, we were trying to fly to an objective, and we're like, "Oh, hey!"
We hit 5 other objectives before we did that one.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's so much stuff to do.
There's so much to do. I love the game. Like,
yeah, highly recommend the game.
Oh yeah, definitely recommend it. Like, yes, there's a lot to do. It might not be for everybody because it is like a resource management game, basically. Like, at least with Minecraft, you have the fighting, you can go to the nether. That's the crash ship we found, because we got the signal for it. It does look a bit cooler than ours, but why not get a cooler looking one that also has better storage?
Yes.
So then we can carry more stuff and sell more stuff.
That is what the ship looks like. Got like a little RD-D2 on the side. It's blue. It wasn't much. Everything was broken, so we did not get it.
Yeah, so we would have had to repair the pulse engines again, repair the... Actually, I think the launch thrusters are the only thing that's not damaged.
Yes.
And so we'd have to find all that stuff. And so we're like, no, it's got the same amount of storage. So that's why you see us looking, because we're looking through the different stuff. We're counting the squares, because I don't know if it's a computer thing, if we have to enable it, or we just don't have it, which I'm perfectly fine with. But I honestly could have sworn that there was a thing where, like, when you open it, it'll be like, oh, this has this many available slots. So then when you're comparing, it makes it quicker and easier, so you don't have to count it.
So this is where we got the technology.
Yeah, it was the distress signal came from that.
You could either search for the cargo or inspect recently installed ship technology.
Which, cargo, we can mine it all around us.
Yes.
Technology, we have to find a base. It's always different. So it's easier to have it be this.
Might as well go with technology.
Exactly.
And I forget what we got.
I think, well, we'll see in a second, but I think this was where we got the cooling laser. Or was that what we got from the base? We ended up getting, oh, that's what it was. The deflection enhancement.
That blue ship did actually have deflection in it, but it was broken. So
well, it that is what it ended up having on it.
Yes.
But we have one ourselves, but that's just an upgrade to it, I believe. And so if we get a spaceship that has a crap ton of storage, we could end up using one of the spaces and be like, oh, hey, we need more defenses. Because I believe when you end up warping, some people will just have a nice solar system to go around. No one's going to shoot at them in space. But a YouTuber, Markiplier, ended up playing, and the second he warped, he got incoming alien signals, and he got attacked, and ended up dying because they ended up attacking him. I'm like, that's going to be funny to watch us bitch about that.
Yep. Another pro tip is if you need to scale a giant mountain, just hump the side of it and press jetpack. You will scale the mountain. That's just kind of a little tip.
It's an actual mechanic in the game. It's called climbing. But it doesn't like give you the tip or the knowledge of it until like 10 minutes of trying to get up a rock wall and you still can't make it. Like, yes. Oh, hey, just go up next to the wall. And it's like, you couldn't have told me that 10 minutes ago? So I'm pretty sure that's what happened to us, is when we ended up finding out about it.
It was...
Actually, I think
that guy in the water.
Actually,
scale giant.
Yeah, and I think the only reason we knew about it was because I watched Jacksepticeye play it, and he ended up saying it because it gave him the tip. I don't think it's given us the tip yet about how to climb. I think after we were doing it, it's like, oh, hey, to climb, just do jetpack next to the wall. It's like, okay, already know about that.
Yep. So, I kind of made a good point. If you want to make some quick cash, the space station is fairly close to the first planet. Well, in ours,
I was saying, in ours, we
it
had
might be different in yours.
Yeah, we had the luxury of it being like a couple.
I don't know why I'm going in circles, but yes, it is kind of a luxury to have that close, so you can just go mine, and then you come back and sell. Some little colonies actually have the market thing in them, so you can sell stuff there.
And this is the asteroids of nickel that we found. We're like, you know what? We'll sell nickel. It's on the way. So we literally just try and do a circle. Can't get it tight enough. So we do a little barrel roll and just hammer straight through her. You don't get that much, surprisingly.
Mm-hmm.
But it did sell for a decent amount.
Nickel does sell well. You will find a lot of stuff does sell well. Some stuff sells, I'm guessing, differently, depends on the day. Because some has like -2 and some has like +3.
I think it's I mean, I could be wrong because I think we were excuse me. I think we were offline because I don't have a PlayStation Plus, but I think it uses the kind of like the marketplace games that you'll have where it'll be like
kind of like a stock market.
Yeah, kind of like that. So it'll be like, oh, today it'll be, or actually not today, but like in this area it's selling for this. Yeah. But if like you're to go to a different Star System, be like, oh hey, this is plus 10% more than on average, and so then you end up selling it for more. Another thing that it doesn't show, which I think it might be the computer version has it, is it'll show you like the rarity of the items. Because I believe I tried to get you to look at it one time because we were trying to see how rare copper was or how rare nickel was. Because I thought it showed you what it's worth in units before you take it, so it'd be easier. But I could be wrong.
Well, knowing the rarity of the item would be good, because then you wouldn't waste it like me. You wouldn't waste it on something stupid. But that was another ship that you probably could buy, but it kind of looked like a little mosquito, so we
well, I mean, if it was a good ship, we probably would have gotten it.
That is true. We didn't actually look at it, though, I guess.
Yeah, we didn't look at it mainly because we could have sold every single thing in our pack, still wouldn't have had nearly as much. Like, that one was even with ours.
Yeah, the first ship we looked at was like 187,000.
Yeah, and that had just like more firepower than we did.
Yes.
Now, this is us thinking that we could get our antimatter up in the space station, which, as you can clearly see in here, we don't. So in the third episode, which will be coming out after this one, we'll hopefully find antimatter, warp to a new system, and dick around from there, because we definitely have fun messing around in these.
Oh yes,
these types of games.
Very fun.
But I think we will cut it here, guys. It's just us selling stuff, looking for stuff, trying to figure out where our antimatter is. Hopefully, I'll end up putting out a update video. We'll probably actually record that in a few minutes and put it up and make a schedule. I don't know the days yet, but I want to put up 3 videos a week, and then like on the weekends maybe do a live stream on like Saturday into Sunday or Sunday into Monday, depending on what days I have off of work. Because we definitely need to also work around like Kody's schedule, because he's going back to school, I'm going back to work, he's working, so we got to work around everything. But I definitely think we can do it.
Yeah, we can do it.
But thank you guys so much for watching.
Yes, thank you guys for watching.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now Twitch will be down in the description and on my channel.
And like the shit out of it.
Yeah, like the shit out of all of that, guys. Share it with all your friends. Subscribe for more content, because we'll definitely be better than I've been in the past about putting up my videos. Because I'm actually having more fun recording with someone, and someone I've been friends with for so long, than playing by myself. Because it's like, you start talking to yourself, you get bored, you run out of stuff to say. Where with recording with someone, like, he says something and that jogs my memory about something that I wanted to say but I forgot about, and so that's how we are literally able to talk about. We're going on now 25 minutes straight about a game that we were just literally ADD as fuck with.
Pretty much. But definitely recommend the game. Definitely check out more videos.
And we will see you guys in the next video.
Yeah. Peace out.
Peace and vagina grease.
Peace and vagina grease.